Yeah.
We might be seeing your Viper. Oh, I'm ready for it.
I think we're getting it, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yep.
we're getting it.
There it is.
Ooh, it looks like Nexus, I believe, is already fully locked in. Yeah, Nexus is already fully locked in. They're ready to go. They already know their game plan.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't come to play no games. They're locked in and ready to go. I'd be nervous. But on the flip side, OPRITIVZ, someone we haven't seen yet. I like this comp. I think this is similar to something Loud played, right? The Breach, Sky, Omen, Cypher, Raze. This is a style that I'm very used to on Split. But on the flip side, we've got the Gecko. I personally love Gecko. I think it works really well in this space. But one thing we're not seeing on Nexus is a Sentinel. How do you think that juxtaposition in these two comps are going to play out?
I was just about to point that out. There was no Sentinel on Nexus. I'm concerned on how they're going to be able to hold a site potentially with who they're going to have. I mean, yeah, you kind of have the Breach, yes, but or the Breach that can definitely delay it. But I'm unsure. It's a very interesting comp that I'm seeing from both teams here. I think OPRITIVZ is definitely a little bit more common. However, it's up to Nexus. We're gonna see how they do. I have faith in it.
Yeah, same here. I think it's definitely a really good comp. I mean, we see the no Sentinel comp coming out even on maps like Lotus these days. Like, we see the double initiator, double smokes coming out, and Viper's always that second smoke, and she's here on Split. Now, the last thing I want to talk about here before we get started in the match is the Viper nerfs. We talked about it a little bit before. How do you think they're going to play the Viper differently on Split than usual with these nerfs?
We can already see, if you were looking at the pings, by the way, I'm not sure who pinged it, but I know this was OPRITIVZ. They were pinging where for Breach to stun, so that they could potentially get that A ramp.
Gonna be some early damage here.
And with the Viper, it's gonna be a tricky one because right now Viper on this map is vital to Viper is very vital towards this map, and right now I'm not seeing anything going on. I believe what Viper might do is just stick with A the entire time.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of times before the Viper nerfs, we saw a lot of those mid orbs, and like we saw her play around with the wall from like A heaven to like A main. But it looks like the game plan might be different here, seen from the pings, as you said. And speaking of it, I mean, Nexus versus OPRITIVZ, here we go. Timer's counting down. Nexus versus OPRITIVZ, match is getting ready to start. We're getting into pistol, and I'm so excited that we have a split map here.
I am really intrigued to see how OPRITIVZ play, because from my understanding, they don't talk a whole lot in Discord. They don't talk to their fellow competitors. They try to keep to themselves to hide what they are doing. And it looks like we're going to see what they're doing right now as the round is starting.
And here he is. A very quick push over here towards the A site. Domain Expansio with the initial hit here. And that's going to be Asa going to be trying to take some shots here, get some early defense right now. But Domain still taking him down. And right now, a very explosive pistol here from the side of OPRITIVZ.
Ooh, Domain already immediately on site. I love that push that he just did right there. And it's a 3v3.
One enemy
Koopa managing to take out two. I'm sorry, that was very shocking for me.
Yeah.
Nexus just what was it? Nexus just managed to get that.
Yeah, that's a fast retake. I'm not gonna lie, you blink and you miss it. That kind of retake right there, that's what you love to see early in the game. That confidence coming through. My goodness.
Ooh, all right, well, first round going towards Nexus. I'm gonna be honest with you, that was very impressive. I have never seen a fast retake like that, and if they can continue to have that momentum, I genuinely think Nexus might have this in the bag.
Yeah.
Ooh, round two, and it looks like they're switched. It looks like OPRITIVZ is switching up their style. They have one lurking mid, but then 3 or 4 of them are going B.
Some early aggression going to come towards here, but Lycra looking to post up on an off angle here right now. Paint Shell's going to try to force him off the angle. Trailblazer misses, but there it is. The stun going to come through right on the entry, and Lycra still looking to get in this one, but Hoopa helping him out here. The spam through the smoke takes any down on the orb, and right now, an awkward early round here for Operatives. Ooh. Taco landing that over there.
It is not looking good right now for Operatives. They managed to get through, or Nexus managed to get 3 out within the last 10 to 15 seconds. And it looks like they have both site control.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, and Asa taking out Breathe. 1v5 situation. How is Boblox able to get this?
Gonna try to do a little damage, but right now they're just cornering in on him. He's gonna bring the fault line through, but right now it's coming from A, it's coming from B, it's everywhere. There it is. Taco gonna finish off the round in a flawless for Nexus. Yep.
Round 2 going to Nexus. That, as I said before, if Nexus manages to continue that momentum of being able to retake, obviously it wasn't a site, it was retaking their spawn, their map. They are making Split their map. And it's showing a lot of, like you said, a lot of prep work, a lot of teamwork going into this, and it's really impressive to see how Nexus is performing compared to Operatives.
Yeah, totally. Here we are. Going to be some early aggression over here towards mid. Operatives very clear of what this pre-round is right now. A lot of early round aggression being found in Domain. Looking to get some space up here, but Taco's going to punish it. Right now, Breathe with a really nice trade over here towards mid, but the mid aggression, they're not going to stop off this one. Looks like they want to take this fight towards B here with the Trailblazers, but Nexus staying posted up.
All 4 of them are in B right now, and it's looking like at least Asa knows where they're at.
Yeah, ooh, ball line comes through, it's gonna stun all of them. Asa gonna try to get aggressive on the angle, he gets 2 and goes down to Breathe. Wow.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought Asa may have had that right there.
Yeah.
That was very impressive. I definitely enjoyed that. It was Nexus a little slower to react to that, but they managed it, and look at that. They got the 3rd point on the board.
Yeah.
Now, right now, if I was Operatives, I would definitely need to talk about how they're gonna do this. They're down 3 points already, or they're down 3 rounds, and they know that Nexus is able to come together so quickly. It's their retake speed is so fast, and Operatives need to figure out how to counter that.
Agreed. I think right now this early round plan is so fleshed out here by Operatives, but they're not able to follow through late into the round, and that's something that's going to really separate the winning from the losing teams. And right now we're seeing that juxtaposition play out in real time. Operatives taking it a lot slower at the approach. Trailblazer going to come through, and right now it's early ramp control here by Nexus. And right now Operatives trying to grasp at any straws that they can find.
It looks like they're trying to make that decision on if they want to rotate right now or if they want to wait to not cause as much noise. Maybe they're trying to. I feel like Operatives is trying to go for a little bit of a trick play to make them think they're rotating, because you have 3 going through mid to try to take mid control, and then you still have Domain and Zayden watching that A entrance.
Yep. There it is. Early engagements taken here. Nexus just aren't budging right now. Operatives not really selling this fake, and Breathe taking an engagement over there towards mid is going to show a little bit of a rotation, but right now the fight not looking too good for Operatives as a lot of HP is going downwards and only 25 seconds left on the clock to hit this site. Nexus know this is where the push is coming. Paranoia comes through, and Rev out here on site, and right now Domain up here towards ramp looking for an entry right now. Desperately trying to work their way onto the site. It's going to be Operatives, and right now nothing can be gained, and Rev with 2. Asa with 2 of his own, and right now Breathe on his lonesome with a stinger, and nothing to be found in the BM. He's going to bring out the showstopper to just take him down, but it's Taco to close it out.
That was, they said, Nexus just surprises me. They obviously, as you said, their prep goes a long way with this, but as you said, Rays with the showstopper. They are definitely show-stopping. They are making sure that they lock this map down, and that is what I like to see with teams. They know that they have that confidence, they have that prep, they have that teamwork, and they're utilizing it so well against a team that so far from what we've seen, isn't doing well in terms of gameplay.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself, and here it is right now. A push towards the B side by Operatives. Paranoia comes out. You see the protocol come through, and there it is. Domain on the entry. Very nice utility so far by Operatives, but they're going to have to follow through into the late round, and that's something we haven't seen yet. And right now, the first time we have a man advantage here by Operatives going into the round. Domain looking to make some space here, but Asa can make some noise here. He might get this shot onto Rev from spawn. Ooh, it's a little labor, but he does take him down.
4v2 situation. It's a 4v1 situation. We might see Nexus lose their first round.
Yeah. Taco left by his lonesome to try to make it happen, though. He's got doubt on his mind, and there it is. Gonna confirm the first shot there on a breathe, and he's got some time to work with here. Second gonna come through on any right now, and it's so possible as one is low HP. And right now, the ultimate ready here. Going for the third right now. Domain, showstopper in hand, but not going to use it. Doesn't need it. Zayden confirming the kill, and that's first for Operatives.
Okay, it looks like it took them a little bit, but they got their first round on the board. If Operatives can keep that up, we might see some very close games, and we might see some very good plays come out of this. Right now, it definitely is not in favor of Operatives. However, they could come back from this.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how Domain's going to enter this one. Domain has been entering just guns blazing with a satchel. What? That was a very confusing blind.
Yeah. Roomba going to come through, but right now it looks like the goal here by Nexus in this mid round is to keep that Viper's Pit towards mid. So right now you see Operatives over towards this A site right now, trying to take any control that they can. An early engagement was lost there on B site right now, but round gonna slow down a little bit as they try to take control of this A site. And as I say that, the Seekers are gonna come through.
I'm interested. Domain's pulling out the showstopper. We're gonna see what happens. Oh, but he's blinded. He might get it, and he gets it.
There it is.
From the grave.
That one. Ooh, Asa caught out with the aftershock right there. Gonna try to dodge and weave over here. There it is. Gonna still confirm one there on the site. Such an awkward engagement, but Taco once again left in a clutch situation. This time a little more doable. It's a 1v2, but there's two ultimates on the side of Operatives. Gonna have to really get into this one early.
We've seen how Taco plays, and Taco definitely... Taco's a shooter, let's be honest. Taco knows how to aim his gun, and he knows how to play it. If you just play it smart, then I think Taco may be able to get this. However, who knows? He doesn't know where the Omen's at. However, it does not matter. Zayden saw him, but didn't do anything. Left it for Bob Locks over there.
Yeah, and the flash came through, secure that kill. Very good patience from them.
All right, they're coming back. It's round 7. I almost said Bob Blocks. I'm sorry. Operatives have 2 points on the board now. Honestly, what do you think? Do you think that there's a potential that this might be a close game, or are we gonna see just a demolish of one team?
I think it'll be pretty close, actually, because Operatives, even in those 2 rounds that they lost at the beginning, they looked very convinced on how they wanted to play the early rounds. It was really the retakes and late rounds they were starting to falter, and they're showing that dominance coming back into this. And there it is. As I talk about dominance, Domain made that site his just now. Again, that early round dominance coming in for an Operatives, and there it is, the second entry right now. And Nexus, they were playing it a little too patient there.
It's a 3v4 situation where you have Hoopa and their Licro taking Hoopa taking out 2, making it an even game.
One enemy remaining.
And there it is. Ooh, but right now Domain's so good right now. Hoopa, they have to take this one down, and Zayden off the reload's gonna confirm the headshot on the Hoopa, and a third for Operatives. Wow, DaWhat.
I'm seeing a very impressive comeback from OPRITIVZ, and I think that they just had to take a couple rounds to figure out how to play it, how to figure out NEXUS's game plan, and so far it looks like they figured it out, and they're coming back from that.
Agreed. Looks so good.
Ooh, we're seeing round 8. And we're seeing OPRITIVZ taking a very slow approach to A site.
One of the things I like about the slow approach too is you saw there Annie, as we switched to his POV, he was looking for that dizzy that they usually throw up on the side of NEXUS. So you already see OPRITIVZ kind of reading into the way NEXUS like to play these rounds. But as I say that, if we look at this mini map here, right now they have B garage control on the left side of the map. So they're starting to know this isn't where the hit is coming. So NEXUS are going to have the information going into this. And right now the hit's coming through. Looks like OPRITIVZ are looking to take the A site.
Domain's already almost on site control.
Yeah.
Ooh,
but Asa.
Wow. Asa just getting taken out.
Yep. Ooh.
Sorry,
bomb's gonna go down.
Ooh, and Rev getting taken out 3v3. It's, I believe OPRITIVZ figured out the game plan, but I could be wrong. Hoopa about to take out Domain with a 5 rounds on the board. I believe that NEXUS has definitely figured out OPRITIVZ plan now, and they're coming back and they're countering their counter.
Wow. That's exciting though, right? Because going into the game, you expect teams to be able to make that kind of adaptation mid-round, and we're seeing it happen in real time. Even that game I was talking about, that early round, Annie looking for the early dizzy coming from A site, from Rev, but that round NEXUS were on top of the retake from OPRITIVZ there. They know how they like to play into that, so.
Honestly, I would love to see a very aggressive play from one of these teams on the attacking side. So far, they've been playing a very slow lurk. And unless you're Domain, who just tried to push up mid, but Taco ended up taking him out.
And there it is. We were talking about those Viper nerfs earlier. And right now, Taco making it look really good, but he's playing so much more dynamic around this space. A lot of Vipers, you'll usually see them play towards B heaven, have the orb up for mid. And right now, you see Taco just always going in and out of that space. He's going to get punished that time, but I love the effort from him right now to lock down this mid space.
It's... I think this is looking a lot better for NEXUS right now. NEXUS is able to keep that site control, and we're not seeing OPRITIVZ rotate in any way. Because we have Asa over on the A side, and then we have
30 seconds left.
Lycra over on the B side. Stopping, and they have both points of views of stopping this team right now.
Yep. And right now, Flash is going to come through to confirm the presence there. Lycra backing up off the angle, but right now, Hoopa is going to be a nuisance up here on this rafters. Rev helping him down in the bottom of the site, but he's going to get caught out. And right now, Rev on the site going to try to help him out here. And so many people go down there, even one to the aftershock. And right now, Zayden, low HP, he's going to get caught in such an awkward position. And there it is. Timer expires and just confirms 6 on the board for NEXUS.
Zayden was in that 3v1 situation to where it was kind of similar to like round 1 and round 2 where NEXUS was able to do that retake. We were seeing that once again, and it was just very unfortunate that Zayden got caught in that little pinch right there.
Yeah.
It begins.
Ooh. I love how NEXUS is playing this though. They usually have 2 to a site and 1 mid, and they're not staying on one site like a heavy strong site.
And right now, it looked like they had a very early round plan here with the Paranoia and the Thrash here through B main, but nothing to capitalize off that. I would have liked to see some maybe raised satchels go into this. is really just to deny that B space. But right now, Rev was able to push up pretty far off that. Almost got caught out with the wingman, and he's looking to fight this space alone. And right now, such an awkward engagement right now. Both teams in very awkward positions here. It's a bit of a turf war right now. No one letting go of their own home turf.
Everyone's holding angles. I don't see anyone pushing forward aside from Zayden in that battle with Asa. Zayden getting stunned. That would have been a perfect time right there for Asa to push up and take one out. Ooh, and Breathe mentioned to take out Rev.
Yep.
Ooh, it's Taco. Man.
Ooh.
Almost had
engagement. 1v1s just across the map, across the board. But right now, it looks like the plan is going to come over here towards B. And right now, Hoopa, he's ahead of this. He gets the first shot. That drops the bomb. He gets the second one. And right now, Breathe, a third. The headshot does land in the midst of all of the spray. And Hoopa, such a nuisance on the site. And it's just Zayden left alone. And the round is in the hands of NEXUS. OPRITIVZ, nothing to do here. Hoopa confirming the fourth. What a round. Wow.
Hoopa just clutched that round for NEXUS. That was insane. I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually got up out of my chair to watch that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hoopa knows how to hold angles. That's all I've discovered.
Wow.
7-3, round 11. We're gonna see NEXUS up by halftime.
Cover going out.
I've got your trail.
And here we are. Seeker's going to come through very early on the side of OPRITIVZ. And right now, Asa trying to get ahead of that one. He's going to get spammed through the smoke, forcing him off. But right now, Viper, plenty of tools in pocket to deal with the hit here. But Bulldog going to be in hand, and he's going to take it down. Vandal, rather. Rolling Thunder kind of come through to take the site here for OPRITIVZ. And right now, a 5v4 scenario. Taco trying to get ahead of that one, gets punished. Paranoia comes through by Hoopa. And right now, a 2v4. Ooh, but low HP on the side of OPRITIVZ right now. The headshot comes through, but Hoopa confirms the kill here. Breathe. Trying to get any spam that he can right there, but Any stuck on the site with 11 HP, and Hoopa confirms that kill, and it's just Breathe in a 1v2, a very possible one at that. Trailblazer in hand, and that's all he's got to work with.
I'm speechless. OPRITIVZ were in such a good position. They were ahead by bodies, but now... Wait, I might be wrong. Wait. It's Hoopa v Breathe.
Oh, he's going to rotate to be off that. There it is. Oh, but he hears him rotating.
You can hear him.
Wait, he's walking right back. I knew he was going to do it too. I knew he was going to do this. I love this. There it is. He knows, though. Look, Hoopa already coming back early on the engagement. He knows. He's aware, but Breathe has a free plant here. It's whether who's quicker to the punch here.
Both are at such low health. It's gonna be that one lucky shot, and it depends. And Breathe managing to get that. Oh, and shooting the body, the disrespect. That is. Oh, I love that so much, Breathe.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, breathe. Ooh, you definitely showed up there. You definitely caught Hoopa lacking.
Yep.
Made him had to take a breather right there.
OPRITIVZ needed that one too. Breathe able to pull that one through. They needed that. Here we are, going into the last round of the half here. Right now, Guiding Light gonna come through in a very early showstopper here for Domain. But right now, Asa, wow, catches him out, and that's gonna be the judge in the corner. Last time you saw an aftershock go there, but this time Asa not gonna even get punished by that kind of utility. And right now, very awkward position here because OPRITIVZ were really leaning on impact from that showstopper. And once again, Taco, very aggressive Viper play here. He lands onto the headshot. It was labored, but 6 bullets left in chamber. And right now, OPRITIVZ at the man disadvantage. NEXUS not fighting. Not picking up what they're putting down.
Right there.
I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on because Taco's very low, and playing that one spot that could definitely put them at a disadvantage. It's a 4v3, but Taco's at a very low health, so it's gonna be a lucky one. And Taco just manages to avoid getting shot there. Bunny hopping his way out of it. That spray, that showed a little bit of fear right there from but Pop Block's taking it back out on Rev. 3v3.
Now, right now, they don't know Breathe is in this deep position right now, taking note of that towards the heaven angle. But right now, the take is going to come through, and right now they're getting spammed through the smoke by Asa, but they still don't know this positioning. He's going to have to go fast, though. No time left on the clock to get the bomb down. And Breathe, once again in a clutch situation, but this time I don't think it's possible. 4 seconds left on the clock.
Even if Breathe was able to take out at least 1 or 2, and we might see Hoopa taking out Breathe right now. There it is.
Switching sides.
And we're going into the second half. 8-4 towards Nexus. That, ooh, I'm interested to see how operatives can play, how defensive they are.
Yeah.
Also, remember how we mentioned earlier how we were unsure on how Nexus was going to play defense? They definitely showed how they play defense.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty dominant.
Even without the Sentinel, they managed to show that they are the aggressive team. They are the dominant team. It was very impressive, to say the least, without having that Sentinel to lock down that site.
Agreed. And in the early rounds on attack there on the first half, we saw that operatives are a super aggressive early round team. So I expect to see them taking a lot of space going into this half, being that aggressive like defense play style. That's what I'm expecting to see here. And right now, as I say it, that one way in B main, so dangerous, and they're just posted up on it right now. But the hit's coming here through B heaven, and right now the task is tall. Boblock's trying to do anything he can to take them down, but Rev is all alone with Spike in B main. I think they're gonna fight into this. Flashpoint comes through, and there it is. Domain gets headshot, but he takes him down with it, and that's the Spike right now in the hands of operatives.
I'm seeing very impressive defense from operatives right now.
Yeah.
Right now. 4v2 situation where I want to see if Nexus is able to manage this. However, they don't have Spike.
Yeah, I don't see this one happening. The Trailblazer coming through, and right now they're just cornered on the site, desperately grasping at whatever they can, trying to force out 1v1s and get picks, but right now they're just not giving it to them. Operatives playing very disciplined around this endeavor. And here it is. The official push is coming in. Zayden gonna hit the paranoia, and there it is. Perfect.
Perfect plays right there from Domain and word I can't Zayden. I'm so
Zayden.
sorry.
Yeah, Zayden.
Still learning these player names. They're all brand new to me, and I'm trying to respect them as much as possible. But operatives might be able to take this one back if they're able to keep managing to play strong on defense. To kind of similar like to how Nexus is playing defense, I think operatives might be able to have a map 1.
Yeah.
Ooh, and we're going into it, round 14. Nexus is taking a slow B approach this time, while having Taco lurking A.
That engagement over towards B main was lost there by operatives, trying to get ahead of the punch again with this breach raise combo, but didn't work out too much. The fault line looks like it came through a little late, and right now Nexus has a bit of an opening here on B site. They understand that here it's just the breach, not a lot of utility in pocket to handle and absorb any type of executes.
And there it is.
Here towards mid.
That I was gonna say that rotate to mid to clear it. They don't know how many people are on site. They don't. It looks like from what Asa just did, they don't even know where they're at exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to see Free taking out Hoopa.
Ooh. And get caught trying to drop down into the ropes there.
They've cleared mid. It's now they just have to clear. Okay, Asa taking out Annie.
One enemy remaining.
Didn't take out Asa, but Lyrica taking out Zayden. Block's taking out Taco, but unable to clutch it and take out Lycra.
Yeah. That was crazy there. I mean, like you said, they didn't know who was playing on that B site. They weren't aware of that, and I think that's what made them give up that window of opportunity, because they definitely had it. It was just a breach by his lonesome with a singular flashpoint in his pocket to deal with what they had, and they didn't take advantage of that. They didn't even have the info. Unfortunate.
The economy for both teams right now, we're seeing Nexus basically full buying aside from Lycra, and then and then OPRITIVZ is just back on pistols.
Yep.
I want to see if Nexus is able to take advantage of this specific situation, because 3 of them have sheriffs, or 2 of them have sheriffs. And so far, I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't seen a whole lot of decent-ish shots, but that I can't talk because, you know, bronze player over here. However, the game plan looks solid regardless.
Yeah. Right now, as they go through these ropes over towards the A site, looks like Any gonna be the first point of this engagement, but Lycra taking him down. Not much needed here. Domain trying to get any picks he can right now. Raze v Raze, the blast packs coming through in the movement. Really making a dance with the devil here over towards the spawn, and right now
Asa,
it's gonna be Nexus to come out on top of that fight, but it's traded.
Asa just got put into that unfortunate situation. It only being one person originally, and ended up taking out, or trying to take out 3.
Spike planted.
Oh, but breathe. He's worked his way out onto the site. They don't know he's here. Ah,
Last player standing.
there it is.
Domain's last standing, and it's a potential Domain could clutch it, but honestly, I don't know. Not able to take out Taco there. No, actually,
Ooh.
indeed, Domain does.
Wait a minute. Spam's gonna come back site. Not a lot of time to defuse here, and no bullets left in the chamber. Right now, it's looking like he's gonna have to save the weapon. Oh,
And
he's gonna try to go
Hoopa-
for it, but Hoopa, nice positioning from him.
It's 10-5. I really want to see OPRITIVZ manage to pick it back up. They were doing, and a timeout's being called.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's being called actually by Nexus. That's an interesting one right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, while we're in timeout, OPRITIVZ, honestly, what do you think they need to do to try and manage to get back some points?
I think they honestly need to change the early round game plan. They look very convinced of this B main control that they're trying to take between the Breach and the Raze. It's just not working. Nexus are very ahead of the approach on what OPRITIVZ are trying to do, and that's always a fault line to come out, and somehow the Raze playing around the angle at, you know, any way, shape, or form, but it might look slightly variated every round, but it's the same look. I think that they're going to have to change up the sights here. Maybe have a Cypher hold towards B and try to get some early fights over towards A with the Breach-Raze combo.
Something I noticed is that OPRITIVZ and Nexus, they stayed the same sites pretty much every single round. However, Nexus was able to manage to manage to make sure they weren't on site. They were able to keep that site control. However, OPRITIVZ is a whole different subject. They aren't able to keep that site control, and that's why we're seeing Nexus just taking over.
Yeah. Here we are, moving in around 16 here. Looking to see what's going on after that timeout there. As you said, very surprising timeout there by Nexus, but that also gave OPRITIVZ on the flip side a chance
Right there.
to decide the game plan going into this. And right now, it is a bit of a different look here. Cypher setups towards A, and they are getting the Trailblazer here early info, but the different look here is that we don't have that B-side aggression. And Breathe goes down to Taco early in that round, and once again, early round fight.
Ooh, Domain just barely managing to get hit by that, but Domain Domain taking out Rev.
Down B.
Oh, Lycra getting away with his life there.
Domain
Such a close
has fight
fight.
control, by the way.
Yep. Lycra looking to take the engagement, but
One
takes him
enemy
down
remaining.
first. Looks like the communication might not have been there. And right now, it's another clutch situation here for Taco. Can he come up with this one?
Taco being put in this 1v2 situation. Nexus taking that time out definitely did not help a whole lot with the game plan,
30
but it
seconds
definitely
left.
helped out OPRITIVZ here. Oh, and there you
There it
go.
is.
OPRITIVZ getting another point on the board. Honestly, OPRITIVZ has the chance to actually come back from this very bad point margin. And I want to see it happen. Nexus is a very strong team. However, if Operatives can manage to defeat them on, I believe this was Nexus's map, then we might see some mental change potentially.
That goes there.
100%, yeah.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
And there we go. We have Nexus taking up the mid to B strong push. We have Asa. Asa trying to go in with that aggression, but Bob saying no.
Wow. Tried to get away with that one there. And right now, the early aggression, once again, we actually don't see the same look here on defense. They're not doing that breach raise towards B main, and right now, it's making it look a little weaker, but right now, it looks like attention is going back towards A here by Nexus. Taco looking to get a lurk timing, along with Hoopa here.
Yeah, but it looks like Annie and Breathe both have site control. They're looking. They're making sure that they are not going to enter that site. They're watching for the lurk. And it looks like they're already aware of the lurk, too.
Yeah.
Cage triggered.
Here we are, going into this one. It's going to be a scan there, but Annie not going to be able to
30
take him
seconds
down at
left.
the end of the day, but Lycra with 2 of his own, and right now it is a 4v2 here.
All right.
Operatives trying to find any way into this.
Rev has the wingman planting. Nexus has site control. There's no way to say it. I don't know if Annie and Domain can able to clutch this, but we've seen Domain pull out some crazy plays from out of nowhere. So it's a potential that it could happen.
Last player standing.
Ooh, there it is. Cleans it right up.
Unfortunately, they were not able to manage it, but good play from Nexus themselves. I want to see Nexus go for a heavy A. I'm curious to see how that's going to work, because they've shown what they can do on B site. Forgetting Spike, by the way.
Yeah.
I want to see what they can do. They have Zayden taking Spike, and Zayden is, I believe, 1 off from... No, he's 2 off from having his ultimate. I'm curious if they're going to use his ultimate to their benefit or not.
Yep. Here it is. Early aggression over here by Nexus this time. And this is something that we saw was a bit of a staple by Operatives on their attack half. And Nexus looking to get this game sped up a little bit here. And there it is. Rolling Thunder going to come through. Zayden looking to come ahead of this with the Sheriff in hand. And not enough. Guiding Light Breathe. Trying to guide anything through there. And there it is. The first headshot. But Taco going to instantly trade him out. And it's such a deficit once again here by Operatives.
Viper's Pit on A site. Unless Operatives can do something here, I don't think they're gonna be able to get this round. They're already basically retreating in a way. Actually, I stand corrected. Never mind.
Ooh.
Up.
Wait a minute. They're looking to go into this one. Rolling Thunder gonna come through with the Thrash to try to take him down. But right now, Taco, he didn't get the timing on the guy. In the smoke.
One enemy
He's still in the
remaining.
smoke. Bow blocks. Bucky in hand. Gonna try to sniff out the sound. And there it is. The first kill, but he doesn't have enough time to defuse. And Rev just ready on the angle. Gonna take him down, and 12 on the board for Nexus.
Match point.
Match point. We are seeing... honestly, not gonna lie. I understand it's a 12-6 towards Nexus. However, Operatives have shown very good potential to at least win some good points here. Yep, and they're calling it. They're already calling where players potentially might be at. Ooh. Domain saw most of them. You could.
And here it is. Right now, again, not the same look that we were getting, but it's just Domain on this site by himself. Nexus haven't really been aware of that this entire game so far, that they can really just hit this site without really worrying about too much. And there it is. Utility's going to come out, and right now, Showstopper in the hands of Asa takes Domain down before he's able to do it. Seekers are going to be invested early here by the side of Operatives on the defense. And right now, 4v3 in favor of Nexus. It's looking like it might be a round win here, but the classic of Breathes has different plans.
We're kind of seeing a similar situation of what happened last, but except I believe Operatives might be able to manage to get this back, but no, I stand corrected once again. It's a 2v1 situation. Breathe versus Hoopa and Rev. And there's that ult that I was telling you.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh.
Breathe.
Shots are labored. Takes him down, though. This might be it. Ooh, there
And
it is.
Almost had it. That could have been a very clutch one from Breathe. But 13-9, first map going towards Nexus. Congratulations to them. Honestly, I'll be real with you, Rebel. That one scared me. I thought we may have potentially seen another round.
I think so, too. I mean, that was pretty close, that last round right there. But I will say that was a pretty dominant performance, though, by the side of Nexus right there. I think they did a really good job early in the game trying to decipher what the game plan was from Operatives, and Operatives just weren't able to get proactive at all.
I'm gonna be honest with you, for the level that they're playing at, both teams are definitely here to show what they can do. And honestly, it looks like Operatives may have actually had a lot more strat planning and a lot more game planning than what we thought. As I said, I didn't see them really talking a whole lot in chat. I saw maybe one or two of them talking every now and then, but for the most part, they kept themselves and they kept quiet. And honestly, for just map 1, they did show a lot of true potential right there.
Yeah, and you said it actually in that right there is that like it looked like there were more game plans going into this by Operatives, and that's what surprises me though. Nexus, and that's the thing that's different right about teams coming into this is game plans are one thing, but adaptivity is such a huge thing in the game of Valorant because there's so many variables. Depending on the comps that people play, depending on the synergy, the mid-rounding of the IGL, there's so many different things at play during the game here, and I think that's what brought Nexus out on top. I actually think that the prep looked better by Operatives, but it looked like the adaptivity in the mid-rounds was better by Nexus. And even just looking here at our post-match leaderboard, I mean, Hoopa popped off. 23-10 on the Omen. I mean, so many clutch rounds there. Even Taco having moments for himself, and Asa coming out huge on the duelist role. I mean, Nexus are firing on all cylinders. Yeah.
Asa's just switched roles. He's playing controller now.
Oh.
I'm seeing a lot of similarities within the agent selects. However, the Sentinels are the only things that are different. Boblock's playing KJ, while Taco is playing Cypher. If I'm correct, a lot of them switched roles.
Yeah, they did. And Domain on the Jet now, yeah. This is going to be interesting, actually.
They switched roles, and they switched... I mean, obviously, with agents, they definitely switched agents, but...
Yeah.
Domain has... I've seen... Domain is definitely showing that he is a strong duelist. And I love to see it. And we have Operative starting out defense, Nexus starting out attack. I'm curious. I want to see how Nexus can do, and I want to see if Operatives can even manage to delay it, or even stop it completely.
Agreed. I mean, and as we hop into the server, one thing we do see that's different in these comps. So these are pretty standard comps on Ascent. We see the Sova KO, Initiator combo, the Killjoy, the Omen, the Jet. But what's different on the side of Nexus is Cypher instead of Killjoy. What I think plays differently with those two Sentinels, and we've seen both, right, on this map so many times, but Killjoy is much more common on this one. Killjoy provides a lot of passive information with the turret, super ranged information. I mean, the spy cam on Cypher does the same thing, but you have to be tapped into it, so you're kind of down a player during that time. So these two Sentinels definitely have a similar play style, but I'm going to be honest, I like the Killjoy better on this map just simply because of how I've seen it work out. But I want to see how Nexus play this Cypher, because we've seen a lot of Cypher plays with the tripwires. There's very cheeky ones, especially on A site with the boxes and towards like the B main spams and stuff like that. So seeing how these two Sentinels are going to play off differently is cool. On the last map, we saw two very different styles, but on this map, we're seeing two very similar styles between these teams. So it's a much more even matchup in terms of agent composition.
I do agree with you there. I do prefer a KJ on this map over the Cypher. However, I know that using Cypher's util definitely is beneficial with this map. It definitely does stall from site take or site taking. And I'm a Sentinel player. I have to watch how they play because like how Sentinels play are always different. I've never seen a Sentinel player play similar like with the turret that KJ is doing right now. That turret is usually similar unless it's always up forward. That the alarm bot I haven't ever seen placed there, which is interesting enough. And I'm watching how I'm wanting to see where Bob places the nanoswarms at.
Yeah. Pretty standard turret setup here as well. And speaking of, it looks like we're ready to hop into the server to this match, folks. OPRITIVZ versus NEXUS map 2. Now, who's going to run away with this one? Whew.
Sorry, I'm just so hyped to see this. You have similar compositions from both teams, obviously with the Sentinel difference, and I want to see who can play the better Sentinel. Who's going to show that they can make the play and make that huge difference to see who wins this one.
100%. Starting off an attack this time, it's going to be NEXUS. And right now, looking like an early default here. Bomb dropped outside of B main, but they're looking to show some very early A pressure. One way going to come through. 0 point. Denying any sort of pushes here. So far, very standard util from both teams. And right now, we're seeing them right now set up for any sort of proactive plays right now. So we're seeing these protocols. We're seeing the early round prep coming in from NEXUS right now. A lot of patience.
And both teams are trying to get a read on where they're playing.
Here.
You have almost all 5 agents watching mid on the attacker side at least, and then you have a 2-1-2 where you have 2 Bs, 2A, 1 mid to try and see what they end up doing, to see how their playstyle is. And honestly, I think OPRITIVZ is trying to figure out playstyle, and that's the smartest decision they can make.
Yep. NEXUS doing a really good job of trying to find out the information, push and pull these rotations. Trying to show a little bit of a fake here.
And breathe with that Sova Dart lineup. Trying to see where they are at.
30 seconds left.
Gonna come over here towards the A site, and here's the push. Zayden gonna get the first pick, but there it is. Like, we're gonna trade him down. And here we are. This pistol round is activated, folks, and here we are. Map 2 right now. OPRITIVZ need this. They need this. And there it is. Early recon ball gonna come through, and right now Domain gonna try to get the spams lower, and that is Taco gonna get punished off the skin. Ooh.
4v3 situation. OPRITIVZ with the higher body advantage.
And here we are, Asa right now set up for the paranoia. Gonna go back site, but right now Boblock's gonna punish him down, and the kills are gonna come through. Trades across the board, and right now it leaves Rev in his own situation here. 1v2. Gonna try to go for the pick there, but Breathe ahead of the punch, and the defuse comes through from Any, and that's a first on the board for OPRITIVZ.
This is worth celebrating.
OPRITIVZ definitely showing that they're trying to show that this is definitely their map, even though it wasn't their pick. OPRITIVZ is showing that this is their map, and they're gonna make sure they take control of it. And I love to see it. I love the info gathering too, by the way. They made sure to stay on their sites. They didn't quickly rotate, and they made sure to gather all the information they could. And you saw it delayed NEXUS by so long, or by so much.
Yeah. Right now, early over here in this mid position, Recon Bolt gonna try to deny any sort of pushes into the smoke here on mid, and right now it's a similar look that we got on the pistol round from NEXUS, but this time it's a little more faster to the approach. And there it is, Fragment gonna come through towards the cap position, trying to force it out any way he can. 0 point, trying to deny any aggression, but Hoopa Trying to get through this one.
Zayden's playing the wine.
Yeah.
They don't know that he's there.
Yeah.
Zayden might be
Paranoid
able to
comes
take out a... Never. Wow.
Ouch.
That hurt. I agree with you there. 4v4 situation, but on Nexus' side, they are so low when it comes to health.
Yeah, they are. Speaking of health, there it is. Rev gonna hit that next headshot here, and right now they're looking this so possible. We're making it look so possible, rather. Taco gonna go down there though, and right now playing this hell position so well. And here it is. The dance comes right on through. He drops down and goes for the pick right now, and Asa with the headshot, and they clutch it up.
Asa clutched it up. Oh my goodness, that honestly, Asa diff indeed.
No way in hell he pulls that off. Wow.
We are seeing. Oh my god, we've had 4 different moments where I've actually stood up and went, holy.
Yeah. Yes, me too. Wow.
Ooh. Round 2 going towards Nexus, and it looks like Nexus knows this is not their side.
Ooh.
There's a
Slow
very
flash coming through the smoke there.
yeah, they are trying to take that A site control, but you can see OPRITIVZ is already on that quick rotate. But no, actually, Nexus looks to be on another kind of rotate.
Doc Dart lineups. Not sure where those are going, but right now the round is slowing down. You can hear a pin drop. And it's a re-clear over here towards mid for the side of Nexus. Playing around this very slowly, very methodically, trying to clear off these angles, trying to re-clear for any aggression. And right now, not much presence is really known in these places, but OPRITIVZ did go for a little bit of info towards B main, and that's why you see the rotations coming towards A right now by them. Right now, they're a little ahead of the punch, and right now, Zayden playing on site. And this is 100 Thieves bang right now. He's him. He wants to go for it. He does get one, but Lycra taking him down. And there it is, 4v4 here on the site.
Lycra planting, and the rotate is so fast. Fast from OPRITIVZ.
Going into these retakes, it looks like they're having a hard time dealing with that recon bolt. And right now, door gonna get broken here, and they're trying to get their way into this one, trying to slide into this right now. The retake setup though, the recon bolt is so good. Not doing a good job of really taking that down on this side, and right now that door positioning is so good by Bowblocks, but Lycra trading that one off, and he's playing back site. That's a 3rd down on the round for Lycra, and it's just Any with the classic in hand, and OPRITIVZ trying to grasp at anything. The HP is low, but the chances are not for Nexus, and there it is, Lycra finishing it off, and that's the 2nd round on the board for Nexus.
Lycra managing to get 4 there, that was impressive along with itself. But OPRITIVZ were doing so well. They almost had that map or that site retake. And it was so unfortunate. You saw little mistakes there. You were seeing a lot of primary of like everybody was kind of aiming a little up and not at head level.
Need a drop. Thanks.
Here it is, a different look here from Nexus. Right now, OPRITIVZ forced off the angle. No command gonna come through. So right now, that means this Killjoy setup doesn't have anything in store for it, but Bowblock's gonna look to go huge here. He's gonna take the first shots on the Hoopa there. Second one doesn't land. Asa trading him off, and right now it's a site open here for the side of Nexus.
They have site control. They already are on site. Can we see OPRITIVZ manage to take this site back though? And they know where Lycra and Asa are at. Do that info dart there. But Domain managed to take out Taco there. 4v3. It's not looking good right now for Nexus. 2v4 situation.
Moving into the site here. 2v4. So awkward engagement for them right here. Asa playing around the smoke, gonna land the first headshot, but right now, his teammate goes down. One on the bomb, he's gonna have to confirm it, but this time, he stays onto the bomb, and OPRITIVZ with a clap back there on round 4.
This is the kind of gameplay I love to see. Teams going back and forth on points. Teams are. This might just be an outright war on Ascent right now. Ooh, it's intense. I think everyone's gameplay right there is very intense when it comes to how they're playing and what the game plans are.
Yeah.
Shadows traveling.
And Nexus is back on A site, the strong site that they enjoy. Silence
Domain.
is really deafening.
Yeah, it is. The tripwire.
Oh, okay. Domain.
Solo
Ooh.
play. I don't like that. Fragment.
Domain managed to
Mhm.
trade it though.
Yeah. Fragment coming on the board. And right now, Any trying to stop this push from Cat. Looking like a split here for the side of Nexus, and Hoopa already with sight control right now. And that's going to be confirmed. Zayden looking to be quick to the approach here. Paranoia comes through, and the shot comes through. The Phantom landing onto the head of Rev.
Spike
Null
planted.
Command coming through, and they're looking to get into this retake early right now. It's going to be a 4v3 endeavor here, but this time, the Dart not doing any damage here towards the Hell position. And right now, Zayden getting a trade right there, but right now, Resable. And here it is. They're going to go for the res. 4v2 here, but right now, they're just not backing down off to the fight. But Hoopa going to go down there, and right now, it's Lycra by its lonesome, and Zayden with 4 on the round. And that's going to be another round there for OPRITIVZ.
OPRITIVZ is showing, as I said before, OPRITIVZ is showing that this is their map. It does not matter if they picked it. This is their map. And
Yep.
I am for it. We might potentially see a map 3, I'm going to be honest with you.
I hope so. I want to see
If
Icebox.
Oh, and Lycra taking a timeout. Ooh. Nexus with the first time out of the game, or round 6. Honestly,
Yeah.
what do you think so far? I don't know how to feel about this. It's so intense and so like just gun battles left, right, and center.
Yep. I like this from Nexus. This timeout stopped the bleeding very early. But to answer your question, honestly, I don't think it's dominant on either side. It's very back and forth right now. OPRITIVZ looking very resilient in their gameplay right now into this round. Right now into this map, it's one thing and one thing only. You can tell that OPRITIVZ need it more. Right now, Nexus could be just a little, you know, they might feel like they already won this series, but there's still a series to play. And I think OPRITIVZ are showing that they need it more in this right now.
100%. It's you know OPRITIVZ are they are trying to show what they can do. And honestly, I think I've glazed OPRITIVZ a little bit, but honestly, I want to see what they can do. And after the timeout, we have Nexus going a strong B push this time instead of going that A. Unless they go mid.
Cover going out.
Ooh, trying to take account of any sort of blitz plays over here towards the connector position. Nexus, that is, kind of posted up on the angles here.
It's
Warning shots coming through.
I'm enjoying the very slow play right now because all teams are just trying to get info. I love that.
Yep.
It's that no one is rotating quickly. Nobody is doing things incorrectly. They're just trying to get that info and they're trying to make sure that. Ooh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That Asa taking out Bob right there. And this is where we see them start rushing in.
Yep. Now this is a bit of a different look here for the side of OPRITIVZ, though. Right now, Omen is backside, and they're gonna have to deal with it. But the paranoia gonna make Asa blind here. Zayden really good with the counter utility, and Lycra with the Sheriff trying to push the
Last
site
player
here. But
standing.
Zayden taking matters into his own hands with 3 on the round, and that's number 4 for OPRITIVZ.
I'm seeing Zayden do so much more than what we saw him with the split. And honestly, Zayden is here. And you know Zayden is trying to get this map for them.
Yep.
Ooh. 4-2 on the board. 4 going to operatives. We're in round 7. Honestly, I'm unsure. I kind of want to see Nexus bring it back, but I want to see a map 3. I kind of want to see operatives win here.
And right now, that standard 0 point coming out towards A main from both sides here. The early recon ball gonna show the presence here onto the site, and right now Zayden gonna get caught up in an unorthodox swing right there. Not sure what the game plan was there, but right now the site is in full control here for the side of Nexus. And right now Hoopa's looking to get ahead of this one right here. He takes one down, but Domain very quick with the trade here.
Flashbang.
3v4 situation. I think Nexus is managing to figure out how to come back from this. They already have site control. We have Taco on the alert from their spawn, possibly about to take out Domain. The knife. I knew it. Disrespect from Taco, and you see it. Taco.
Wow.
I love that so much. Right before this, Taco was like, "Oh, I'm playing bad, but I'm gonna show you what I can do." And Taco just did exactly what he said he was gonna do.
Yeah. You love that. Love to see that.
Ooh, round 8. I love these like high intense rounds right here.
Yeah.
Powerless.
Going into this very early null command invested here, and Nexus looking to get super fast on those from Paranoia backside, but Bowblocks with a window of opportunity, but Hoopa gonna land the Blade Storms onto him there. And right now, an instant 4v5 retake for the side of Operatives.
Scanning ahead.
Ooh. Hoopa with the ult already activated. But we have Zayden and Breathe holding in CT. Breathe managing to take out Hoopa.
And right now, ooh, he didn't check behind him. The Taco coming up with one there. And right now, he's just holding the space right now. And Nexus brought the fight to them. Operatives not even able to get out of their own neutral territory there. Wow.
Honestly, I think Nexus is figuring out how they're playing, and they're figuring out how to do it. Because at first, we only saw info rounds. We were seeing everyone gather for info, but right there, for the last 2 rounds, we saw Nexus just going in aggressive, and it's winning them rounds.
I think we're starting to see that dominance you were talking about from Nexus as well. They're starting to gain that confidence, and right now, ooh, Domain looking to get a peek off that angle, and right now, not a lot of support, though, from any of his teammates going on to a lot of these mid endeavors. I'd like to see them kind of change up that presence there. He's been caught out a few times in those positions.
We're seeing Nexus go in with an aggression that we haven't seen before, but this is what I like to see. The aggression from teams that know they can play better.
Yep.
We have 4 basic. We have 1 per site and 2 playing spawn. Nexus is making the decision to not take mid, but they're going into A site from mid.
Yeah. And that was so well played there from Zayden to make this into an even retake, actually. Gonna get that pick and use the Shroud of Step to get out, and there it is. Confirming the one on Hoopa. He knows he likes to get aggressive there. Hunter's Fury gonna come through from Breathe here. Nothing gained. No foul done, though. And right now, Annie caught on the swing there. Lycra, Heaven Control, going into this retake, and right now, Lockdown gonna come through. Bowblocks looking to push into the angle, and this is gonna force all of Nexus off this site. Lycra wanting to get ahead of the approach. He does get one. Forced off.
Up, and there we go. We're seeing Asa and them take control. Ooh, Bob taking out Asa. The 1v1, it's not halved. Taco might be able to. And Taco, what was the swarm for? What was that swarm for? I'm sorry, but Bowblocks, we might need to talk about this a little afterwards.
Yeah, it was both though. It was the 1v1 was so The Taco took so long in the swing there. You see kind of pop and swung him there.
I know. It, like,
Oh
you
my
saw
goodness.
Taco swing out for so long and nothing happened. They stared at each other and looked at each other for a solid like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Placing swamp grenade.
Oh.
Going into round 10, we're seeing Nexus do what they do, going in for that aggression right there, but Zayden and Annie are definitely trying to stall that. Ooh, the potential rotates all around. We have Taco watching mid. I think Domain saw Taco.
Yeah, you saw the gun barrel there.
Oh, yeah.
And
what,
this
now we
time,
have-
he gets the support that he needs. The flash comes through. He does get one, but Nexus are so good with these trades.
Breathe is going in with the drone, seeing if there's anybody mid, but looks like he wasn't able to find anybody. He knows they're there. Ooh.
It's looking like the attention's coming over here towards Market. Recon Bolt is going to confirm that pressure here, but it's looking like they're going to go for the spawn here. And right now, a very heavy fight taking into the spawn here. Breathe going to lock one down there, but right now with both being left on the B site, it's going to be a takeover here towards A, but Hoopa going to try to catch off the rotations. Does he do it, though?
Hoopa might be able to catch them off guard, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, they know. Here's the plant. Let's see if they can... Oh, we might see it.
No way.
One enemy
Yep.
remaining.
Oh, the spy cam.
Oh, Hoopa. That was
Caught on the
very
jump.
close, Hoopa, honestly.
Yeah.
2v1 situation in favor of Nexus. Nexus has complete site control, and they're watching CT.
Yep. Look at the high-low. Love this. Doesn't even have time.
Ooh, yep. And we knew exactly
Wow.
what was going to happen. Ooh. Round 11. Nexus is up 2 points. And looking at the eco real quick, it's... OPRITIVZ is going to have to save a little bit while Nexus has the opportunity to full buy.
Mm-hmm.
The eco right there, very, very differing. However, they do manage to get a Bulldog and 2 Phantoms on OPRITIVZ side. Just with light shields.
Yeah. This force buy is really risky here. But it looks like they're trying to secure these last 2 rounds and make this a 6-6 half. They're really investing into this one. It's a bit of a risk, but I'm loving it. High risk, high reward.
Hoopa managing to take a couple extra bullets to take out that bot. Ooh, Domain taking out Taco.
Ooh. Oh, the
that
recon.
that was very unfortunate for Hoopa right there.
We've seen that so many times, too, so far this game. The recons are just landing left and right. Nobody being tasked with shooting it out. We saw it on the retakes on A almost every round. And there it is, getting value once again in that take. And it puts Nexus in a bit of an awkward position this round. OPRITIVZ making this force buy look really good. But Asa, wait. Oh, my goodness. From the shadows over here towards the A heaven position, takes one down. But right now, he's not even a part of this retake. Liker's by himself. He's going to have to do everything that he can here. Spam's going to try to come through with the paranoia in hand, but Domain going to take him down, and Zayden getting Asa down on the retake, and that's going to be OPRITIVZ. What a nice force buy there.
The risky buy right there benefited OPRITIVZ so much. That could have gone in so many different directions, and honestly, OPRITIVZ had the luck on their side. It was almost biblical.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh, going into the last round of the half, honestly, we might see a 6-6. Ooh, all right. They're going for another heavy B push. Honestly, if they can do what they did last time, but it looks like OPRITIVZ think they're gonna go a heavy A push.
I cannot use that.
Breathe, trying to get any early shots he can towards B main. Null Command going to come through, force him off the angle. Hoopa with an entry here. Dash is going to come through. Nothing gained here. Going to force him off the angle, and right now it's going to be a full retake scenario for the side of OPRITIVZ, but Nexus have so much space gained here. They have so much to work with going into this round.
Domain taking out
Domain
Taco on
landing
that
one.
lower.
Planted.
Yeah. Ooh. This time,
Domain.
Hoopa not going to get accounted for. Going to take one down there, and that's two. To the side, brings out the shorty. Almost gets a third, but Breeze taking him down there. And right now, it's a 3v3 scenario here. Lycra with a flash line up here, back sight. And it's going to be Annie to get first onto this engagement. But Asa playing nicely with the Dance of the Devil around the site there. Really good with the footwork. And here we are going into this right now. Zayden making this so possible. And as I say it, Zayden secures another one here. And now it's Rev all by his lonesome, getting pushed from two different angles. On the defuse right now, and Breathe gonna take him down, but Rev looking for the clutch here, and he gets it. There it is.
Rev, you managed to survive that 1v2. Rev, ooh, that was great. Zayden taking a timeout though.
Wow.
Ooh, Operatives kind of needs the timeout right now. I think they need a little bit more time to figure out what they're gonna do on the attack side.
Here.
Ooh, that was
something else.
That indeed was something else, and oh my goodness, that I don't even know what to say about that. That was just great work.
Yeah, I mean, Zayden definitely popping off into that round made it so possible, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if Nexus runs away with this. Operatives are looking really resilient in the way that they're playing right now. They're understanding what Nexus are trying to do, and they're trying to be proactive and ahead of the punch right now. And you saw every single round, Operatives were trying to fight for an extremity there. Now, that doesn't quite read the same as this half is swapped up. Right now, we have Operatives on the attack side. I think they're going to play this just as fast as they did on Split. They were so convincing in the early rounds in terms of the idea that they had in taking space. So I think we're going to see the same happen here. Looks like we have a 5-man towards B. We're going to see a 5-man B hit.
I'm looking at what Nexus is doing right now. They have Cypher they have Taco staying on B by himself. They have 2 going mid and then 3 going mid actually, and then Asa going A side alone watching the A main. But here we go.
And moving into this, it's a very early protocol here. Ooh, from the side of Nexus. Looking to get aggressive onto the link position, but right now, Operatives fighting into it. Being very adaptive right now. The flash and dash didn't quite work over there, but time to regroup here.
Red's getting the first one. Off of Domain. Domain's a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
They could have side control here if they're able to manage to take out Cypher's trips. Ooh, and Rev taking out Zayden.
Down B.
So far into this round, Nexus not getting rid of this mid aggression, this mid control. It's still theirs, and it's forced it into a 4v2, 3v2 now rather. And right now, Operatives just caught in so many different crossfires here, but the shot gonna come through. They're gonna get the Owl drone and try to take a stab at this B site right now.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, Breathe, not realizing that his teammate was just taken out. Nexus with the pistol round win. And I'm curious on what Nexus is planning on doing, because honestly, I thought I saw a Phantom at first. I thought they were gonna go risk it for the biscuit.
Yep.
Ooh, we see Asa pulling out the Vandal with no shield. That buy or that force buy is very, very telling right now.
Early at the approach, it's going to be the flashbang to come through, and Asa not quite forced off this angle, looking for that opening engagement right now. Jump spot from Domain, and there it is. Double swing into main. They know they're across. Aldrone going to come through, but very good utility right now on the side of Operatives. Looking to deny any aggression here, but right now the recon bolt coming through. And the teammates really good at the approach right now. Nexus so proactive on this endeavor here.
I'm interested to see, is Operatives planning on a potential rotate, but it looks like they may not. It looks like they're kind of stuck in this one position here.
Yep.
Shadows traveling.
This angle from Asa is so deadly, though.
We have Taco and Hoopa basically like pinching them in. I don't think they know about breathe though.
They don't. No, they don't. Oh, wait, but they check it, though. And he still goes down.
Breathe
Seconds left.
or breathe.
Last player
Hoopa was
standing.
almost taken out right there, and they pinched. Nexus just pinched them.
Yeah, that proactivity is really good.
I love what they can do right there. That they're showcasing what Nexus can do on defense. Like what they did with Split. They're showing the same exact type of aggression on this map too.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're seeing another heavy A push again. This time we have 3 on A site. And we even have Asa with the Omen blind.
And there it is. They're looking to get aggressive on this one. Oh, it didn't come through, though. They didn't do it before that knife came through, so it's going to force off the blitz play they were trying to go for and breathe. Going to shut that one down. Lycra, tools in hand, ready to the approach. Right now, the flashbang comes through, and the tailwind is on to the site. And right now, Hoopa
Spike down
coming on
A.
through. Asa getting 2 of his own, but both instantly traded. And right now, the shock dart lineup, where does this one land? Onto the site? Not quite. Retake scenario here on the side of Nexus. Right now, looking to see how they can inch their way into this one. There is low HP right now on their opposition. And Domain
Ooh,
gonna
and
be the
that
one
dart.
left down here. Gonna scan him out. You don't know that one is towards hell, though. He's gonna try to get the run and gun here, but right now, Rev
Enemy remaining.
left
Oh.
into the 1v2, but the nice trade comes from Domain and OPRITIVZ clapping back there.
You knew that Taco had that. Oh, Taco
Yeah.
knew where they were at, and they weren't able to manage to get that clutch right there. Ooh, they're going back for a heavy A push once again. 3A, and then we have Nexus 3A 2B. Ooh, actually, no, we have Hoopa trying to take that mid control.
Asa looking to get into that one, but the counter paranoia takes him down. And this time, OPRITIVZ so much quicker to the punch. Gonna deny that positioning, and right now the recon bolt coming on site. Gonna try to take anything down that they can. And oh my goodness, Nexus just getting pummeled. OPRITIVZ really rolling over this defense right now. And here it is right now, desperately trying to get back into this retake. It's gonna be Nexus. Taco gonna be from the door position here. Gonna have to be the backstabbing piece onto the site, but right now Eni getting pressured from that heaven position. Get caught on the reload, but he gets the trade.
I want to say we just saw a whole different team right there.
Yeah,
We just saw a whole different operative right there. That was they managed to do that so aggressively, and they took that site control so fast. Honestly,
Yes.
I think they might be, they might be immortal Smurfs just in disguise.
Right?
They wanted to give
that
Nexus
one?
that first map. They just wanted to give Nexus that first map, but then now they're like, yeah, no more playing it. We're going in.
Yep. But you said it there. I want to see that more from them, that confidence. They were so convincing in the early rounds, especially in the first half of Split on their attack. I want to see that more from them on this. They're so good at it.
Ooh, I want to see if Nexus is able to do that pinch again where... Oh, we have Bob over here. We have Bob over here about to ult. Never mind. No. Denied the ultimate right there. 1 second left. He's able to.
Well, this lurk, this is putting so much pressure towards mid. They have to expend a person here. Lycra caught with his knife out, and the lockdown going to come through. And right now, this is forcing all of Nexus off of the site, and OPRITIVZ once again with a very commanding take right here. But Zayden, ooh, looking to get through on that one. It's labored, and Taco, he's going to recover that. Drop the neural theft, and that's a Phantom in hand.
They know that nobody's in hell right now.
Yep. Ooh,
And Taco,
early
I think,
paranoia
blinded
comes
by
out.
his own...
Spike planted.
Taco blinded by his own teammate.
Yep.
Taco!
And the scan's just coming through. We talked about it. Gonna have to shoot that utility out to not get punished that way. And right now the drop comes through and Domain is so much quicker with it. And there it is. Cyber Cage comes on through, but he gets spammed by Taco. 4 on the round. Wow.
That retake was so impressive, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Taco utilizing his util like that was very impressive. And right now, I believe we're seeing a Cypher diff in Sentinels right now.
Agreed.
Ooh. Going into round 18. Nexus up 10-7. This is honestly one of the closer matches that I've seen so far.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Yeah. This is actually looking kind of good. And you were saying Nexus was dominant on Ascent and Operatives. I don't know. They're putting up a fight.
Ooh.
Ooh. Odin spam.
Go. I love the Odin spam. That's...
Revealing area.
Ooh.
Oh. Rev knows he's there.
Yeah. Rev is so good with the reposition there. Ooh. But that's such a good trip from Taco. The anti-jet trip on the switch. Takes down their entry there. And the fight comes over here towards mid. From the shadows came through, but right now, Hoopa with such nice shots into the round. A 4th! And the flicks are all over the place. A flawless by Nexus.
Oh my god. Hoopa just
That's dirty.
had the greatest headshots of all time right there that I have seen. Oh my god. I honestly, I think I need to stand up. Oh, sorry, I'm glazing Hoopa too much, but that was such impressive mechanical skills right there from Hoopa.
Yep. Wow.
And it looks like we're going to be seeing Operatives going back to A site, the site they know that they're better at.
Ooh. Zayden coming out on top of that. It looks like there was an early round protocol called there from Nexus, but they weren't able to come out on top. The counter paranoia to come through and to punish the positioning of Asa there. And right now, Domain looking to get in with a cloud burst, but his own teammate's flash just denies that opportunity for a second. And right now, Nexus are still holding strong onto the site right now. They're all here. Asa taking one down and another through the smoke. Aldrone comes through. Lands onto one, but Lycra throwing the fragment down, denying the choke point right now, and they're so good around this. And it's only 2 left on the board for Operatives.
Oh boy, it's Nexus is right here. Nexus has both of them. They know where they're at.
Yeah.
Now all we need to see is if Taco will be able to manage to possibly, keyword possibly, get that pinch from behind them. Because it looks like Bree, it looks like Breathe and Annie are staying on A site, and I want to see if Asa and Lycra can. They're crossed right now. Lycra getting on Annie, Bree taking out Asa, but Lycra able to take out Breathe. 7-12. This might go towards Nexus. Nexus might be getting a 2-0.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Honestly, if I was Operatives right now, I think I might need to switch up what we're doing. Operatives know they're taking site control. No, I don't see any of Nexus going mid half the time. If they took that mid control, Operatives may be able to get it, but honestly, I'm standing up. I can't sit down right now.
Oh yeah. Switch up here on the side of Nexus. Gonna opt in for the operator here, but right now, ooh, they're aware of the presence towards Wine, and they take that down. Operatives very ahead of the punch here, but once again, there's 2 on site here to deal with on the side of Nexus. Fragment comes through to deny the choke point, but Zayden gonna try to rush through on that one. Oh wow, that's smokes down. And right now, Taco, he's getting all the sound right now for his team here. He's able to call off these rotations, and he's aware.
Ooh, that rotate is they heavy rotated. They knew they were not gonna have A control, but Rev may be able to. Oh, Taco taking out Bob right there.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Rev taking out Domain with the Odin. 2v2 situation. Honestly, I really think Nexus has them pinched once again.
standing.
Lycra gonna get taken down there. They know Sova was on B site. They're heading over to A here, but right now, is Rev gonna be
Heading
fast
back.
enough to get a backstab? Not. Yeah, doesn't look like it.
30 seconds left.
We might see another round going towards operatives. They might be able to keep themselves in the game.
Spike planted.
Ooh. Looking at health right now, Rev is definitely a lot better health standing compared to Breathe and Annie right now. And it looks like they're both watching the other. They're watching two entrances, CT and A main, but nobody is watching Tree.
He's gonna have to
Actually,
go quicker on this approach. The door's closed. It's not quite planted for him here. He's gonna have to get a lot faster into this one, and right now,
Breathe
looks like
knows.
Operative's taking it.
Rev
Yep.
doesn't.
Poof.
Operatives are showing why they deserve to be in this game, going 8 and 12. Another match point round right here. Ooh. All right, we're going into round 21. We're on Nexus, seeing another match point right now. Up.
Well, here it is. Flash is going to come through. The early null command to come through, and Hoppa looking to get ahead of the curve, but right now, not going to be able to take him down. Asa won for his troubles, but he's going to get taken down in an early fight there, taken by Lycra. He was a little overzealous on the approach, and Hoopa looking to push through the door here. The barrel going to get spotted in there. Traded out by Taco here.
Spike planted.
Breathe and Annie know where Rev is at. Wait a minute.
Player standing.
Taco!
Ooh, he takes them both down. Taco,
And
that's
and we
it. That's
saw it.
Nexus. Wow.
We saw it. Nexus 2-0.
Spike defused.
Honestly,
Defenders win.
that impressive work from operatives. They almost had it, but they weren't close enough.
Wow. I mean, what a very nice approach there. A much closer game than the first map. I didn't think we would have it that much closer because, as you said, Nexus are so dominant on Ascent, and they were dominant on Operative's map pick, so I wasn't expecting the 13-8 scoreline there, but they closed it out at the end of the day, and just clutch after clutch just wasn't able to pull it back. Operatives were grasping at anything that they could. They were trying to claw their way back into that game, and it just couldn't happen. What a series by Nexus.
Indeed. Nexus was able to manage to bring that back. It looked a little scary for Nexus, not gonna lie. There were a couple rounds where I thought operatives were definitely gonna take it.
Yeah.
However, no, I was wrong. Rev, by the way, with the Odin spam for multiple rounds. Honestly, that brought me back to a little bit of my rank during ranked days, and honestly, I kind of had a little bit of PTSD from that.
Yeah. The Odin spams there.
The Odin spams, it was but overall, that entire game was very interesting. I loved it.
Yep.
But props to Nexus. They did their work. They showed why they're here. They showed why they deserve to be in this tournament. VLE.
And I think one thing to definitely extract there as we look at this scoreboard here is, I feel like we said Domain and Hoopa's name so much, but look at the leaderboard. There, look at how layered Nexus is. Lycra coming out with the match MVP, and even Asa up there right under him. I mean, Nexus just have performance across the board, and even Rev, even though he's down there, he's got 11 assists on the Sova, so Nexus just have performance across the board, and I definitely have to say that I think all of these guys are looking to be heavy hitters coming into this. The clutches from Taco, the util usage from Rev, the MVPing and the fragging from Lycra and Asa, and then Hoopa just having so much impact. I mean, across the board, there can be so many good things said about all the players on this roster here.
Listen, all I'm going to say is, yes, they're all great players, but not compared to my ultralight boys. Sorry, I had to give them a shout out once, but no.
I mean, you're right.
Honestly, I have to bring it back to the previous place. Ultralight, Zeta, and Nexus, they're all showing very
Yes.
strong team compositions and very strong game plans. I believe Revamp is also up there as well. Even though they're the biggest crap talkers out there, they are showcasing that they do have game plans. Shout out my boy Bando, by the way, even though he's not talking nice about me. Honestly, I'm seeing a lot of very impressive stuff coming out from every single team in this tournament so far. Obviously, we've had OPRITIVZ and NEXUS right now showing that they have game plans and they're here to play. We have Ultralight coming in with a clean 2-0 against Spectrum. We had I believe Zeta won against NEXUS last weekend, correct?
Yeah. Yep. Zeta beat them.
Yeah. Zeta showing just immensely good mechanical and gameplay skills overall. Honestly, this tournament, and then I love Hose, the Minecrafters. Like they're all, every team here is showing such good skills, but Ultralight on top. Anyways,
Yeah. No, I totally agree, though. I think that there's so many good things to be said about these teams early in the tournament. And I mean, with that, folks, as a reminder, I'm joined here by the owner of Ultralight. His name is DaWhat. DaWhat, thank you so much for joining me on the caster's booth today. You have been an absolute pleasure to cast alongside with, my man.
Hey, my man. Thank you for inviting me to this. I know I brought it up last minute, but glad to be here. Glad to be able to cast with you. Honestly, it was such a surreal experience to see both these teams do immensely well. And honestly, as I said, there's strong competition between every single team in this entire tournament right now.
Yeah.
And I am here for it.
Same. I mean, we're all so excited around here. Now, with that being said, folks, any closing remarks?
Honestly, no from me personally. I am ready to see all the games tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I am ready to see what all these teams bring. I hope that everyone's coming in with a game plan, and I hope that they all put in 100% of the effort and the work that they truly deserve to do, or deserve to show.
Agreed. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And those of you in the chat, thank you guys for joining us in the chat as well today and watching our matches here. VLE Challengers League Season 1 Genesis. Today was OPRITIVZ versus NEXUS. NEXUS coming on top in 2-0 fashion.